Ladies and gentlemen, this next game I played when I was a wee little boy. Not the arcade game though. I was never that lucky.
What is this game?
This is a game about some guy who digs in the earth and attacks enemies with his long hose.
Dig Dog? Dig Dug? Really? Seriously, Dig Dug?
Yes.
I didn't get to play this until I was in high school. I was taking a typing and no, it was not typing. It was keyboard and word processing. Or computer word processing, something like that. And it was a class, and they had this on somebody's computer, and the teacher put it on floppies. That when you were done with your assignment for the day, you could go up and you could get one of the floppies, and you could play stuff like Dig Dug or Ski Free. There's just a lot of those little games, and this is like my school at the time used like Windows 95, so. And it was like 1997. I don't think they ever switched.
It's kind of nuts.
Yeah. Well, it probably switched now, but like while I was in high school, they were still on 95.
Of course, the only time I remember having anything like that in my classroom was back when I was in, I think it was second grade.
Wait, how old are you?
I turned 35 next March.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were older than me.
Yeah, but yeah, when I was in second grade, I had something like that, I think. We had an Atari 400 PC.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first time I realized that Jumpman wasn't exactly a Commodore exclusive. And I remember I played it on the stream a while back.
Yeah.
If you ever want to check it out, just check out the archives.
Okay. No, one of the first games I remember playing, besides the shitty math ones that they had you do on these really crappy computers that just used black and white TV for the monitor, it was in second grade for like the second time around, and they had put me in what was essentially supposed to be like the special ed class because I had behavior problems. My teacher was a bitch.
Yeah, I've been there.
So the lady that did this, the special ed stuff, knew I wasn't fucking special ed. So she would let me play video games and stuff on the computers. Because I had to be in there all damn day anyway. It was better than sitting out in the fucking hallway all day, which my teacher also did. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the fuck was up with that bitch, but, you know, whatever. So, one of the first games I got to play was a point-and-click adventure. I don't remember what it was, but it was some kind of exploration game, and it was my first time encountering a mouse. And I was trying to, like, play with it all kinds of different ways, and I didn't exactly understand how the hell it went, or how you were supposed to use it. So I had it, like, upside down, so when I went to go move it to the left, I had to move it to the right to get the cursor to move to the left, because I had it wrong. Eventually I learned how to play. How to use a mouse, too. I had a fucked up childhood, slightly.
So you never held the mouse up to your mouth and went, "Hello, computer"?
No, I knew that's how that didn't work. I knew that's not how that worked. Plus, I might not have seen that movie yet by the time I was in second grade for the second time. I know it was funny as hell. I wasn't allowed to eat lunch in the cafeteria, so the teacher would make me go back to the classroom. So I would spend my lunchtime in the classroom by myself, doing whatever. I drank my milk carton, and I cut the little thing off the side of it to join the Fox 17 Kids Club. They had a Fox Kids Club in my local area that they sent like magazines and shit to. If I could find it at home,
I remember that.
yeah. If I can find it at home, I've got one of the issues that has a photo style comic for Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that came out right before the premiere of the show. Yeah. I kept those damn things. But, I mean, that was pretty cool. I did that. When I started getting stuck out in the hall, I made friends with the janitor. So I had nobody else to talk to. I mean, she would stick me out there and would, like, busy work to do, and I would do it and fucking, you know, have it done lickety-split. The dumb bitch actually put me in the slow reading class, and I read the whole fucking book. I hated that lady, and she hated me. What sucks is she had tenure, so she didn't get fired over her shenanigans. Even though she technically should have. Because some of the stuff she was doing, I later found out was technically child abuse. Like, today, had she done the shit, if I was a child today and she done that shit, she would be on the news and losing her job.
Child abuse is never fun.
No. Like, it was like really, it was a lot mental. The principal did it too, so that's why she got away with it. Because the principal was a douchecock like that too. This is also the guy where he tried to whip me one time, and I dodged the paddle. He broke it over a chair. Obviously, he was going to be hitting me a little too hard.
As I'm only 21, I was in school and I can see the differences between how it used to be and how it is now. It kind of shifted around that time.
Yeah. Yeah, the early 90s were a weird and crazy time. I used to get bitched at by the other boys in my kindergarten class for wanting to play with the blocks. Because they actually had that thing where they were trying to enforce gender roles back then. You know, southern schools. They don't always know that you can't do shit like that. Oh, Caboose, I did slap one boy right in the chest. It was hilarious. I don't remember what he said, but he said something and I went BAM! Right in the middle of his chest. He totally did, but I still got a paddling for it. I was not a good child. I was always making all kinds of shit. School was a really hard transition for me from going to just, you know, being at home, playing with my sister and whatever. Going to school and being around other kids was a really, really hard transition. Nobody liked me because I didn't go to daycare with them. Because, I mean, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. She didn't need daycare. You know what sucks is that my nephew is going to turn out the same way. He's going to have a hard time with that as well because, I mean, we try to take him to the park as often as we can, but he's just not around other kids as much. Yeah, dude, I know. Fucking daycare is, like, out of the question. My mom had this thing where it was called Mother's Day Out, and she used to do that, like, once or twice a week, and we would get dropped off with this group of kids who their mothers were also doing the Mother's Day Out thing. And I don't know what they did. They would go off and like talk to each other about parenting and just get away from the kids for a bit. And we would be stuck playing with toys and shit. And I always hated fucking those days. Because I didn't like any of the people there. I didn't want to play with anybody. I wanted to go home and play. Because we had cooler stuff at home. Well, not exactly cooler stuff, but I mean, I enjoyed playing at home. We had woods to run around in. Fighting golf, really?
Yes.
Okay, you have to play this, because I need to know what the fuck this is.
Of course, Big Jumbo is the long hitter.
She soared like the wind.
Nice. It didn't even go anywhere. Yay! Into the sand trap.
Is that a sand trap or is that orange sherbet?
We're gonna pretend that it's... I don't know what we're pretending. We're pretending it's something. Damn, dude, you kind of suck at this game.
It could be cheese.
Have you lost the fight?
You know what's really sad? I bet you my sister could kick your ass in this game.
She probably could.
Dude, I wasn't joking. It doesn't matter what system it's for. She can play golf like there ain't no business.
What about real golf?
I don't think we've ever tried real golf.
Miniature golf?
We've never gotten around to try that. I think there's a miniature golf place near me, like 30 minutes away, but I've never actually been there because, you know, never had the money. So, Reese, or Chris, you told your mom that we totally gang raped your ass at VGFF, right?
Haven't had the chance so far.
Ah.
She's mostly she's mostly talking about other things.
Ah. Dude, if Kane comes down, we should totally call his mother up and tell him we're raping him. Yeah. I know it's not nice to joke about rape, but I mean, Kane didn't get to go to something. I think to MagFest or something, because his parents freaked the fuck out and thought Lord Cat was a sexual predator. And apparently Chris's mom thought something similar was going to happen. That is cute though. And you're in your late mid-30s and your mom still thinks if you go off with strangers you're going to get raped.
Well, actually, the exact opposite she thought was going to happen.
What?
I can't really say anything because there's a certain
'cause we're
someone in
recording?
the next room, and yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's kind of weird, but alright. Wait, your mom doesn't trust you? Oh, Jesus.
I'll type it out in the chat.
Are you sure you want to?
Well, it's not like she's going to read.
On another topic, how is your cat?
My cats are awesome. Well, one of them's about to not be awesome if he keeps fucking clawing on my goddamn furniture. I'm gonna throw a bottle of water at him. And this time I will hit you, asshole! The other cat is plotting when nobody's around to see when's the best time to piss on the carpet.
We got a new cat this year.
Oh yeah, I saw those pictures. Yeah, Chris, your mom's insane.
Yeah.
I've roomed with plenty of guys. In fact, one year at MTAC, I roomed with 5 guys in the same room. and it was a king suite. So I let one of them sleep on the. I let them all fight over who was going to sleep on the king size bed, and I took the fold out sofa bed. I could have taken the king bed since the room was in my name. Probably should have. Probably would have felt nicer. But
Probably would have been good for the back.
possibility. Although I didn't have too many back problems. What other Sega games you got, man?